Anyway.
What were you saying?
If I get one more lesion between the cheese in that warehouse. Walk in peace! Is what I meant to say. God, now I have the hiccups.
But anyway, found this fic.
Right, back to the story. Now that the hair loss was over with.
Don't even remember what it's called. What's it called? Nice.
Let's find out.
I wager you've a bright future ahead of you. Take this.
Thanks
More will come. As
I really should have gone to somebody else that I sent that link to's page instead of our text messages, because I was like,
why would you do that?
Because I was like, it'll be right there, but then I remember that we've talked about a ton of shit since.
Bad news, you're my only friend.
Okay,
you're getting the brunt of it.
Open the web page. It is called...
the author is Eloise
Matching
Lovelace.
Muff Matrimony.
The author is Eloise Lovelace, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I remember the author's name. So Eloise Lovelace, her LJ. Yes. Matching matrimony.
Despite the fact that it's called Matching Muff Matrimony, I promise it's a really good fic.
It's so good. That's so old that some of her fics, because you have to split them up on LJ, link to Media Minor.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Any fic
wow.
that I wow.
It's like the vaping.
Yeah,
wow.
Exactly. Wow.
Wow.
Any fic I find on like LJ that I find that I really like, I have a habit of like saving the page because I don't know how
it could
long.
go
I don't know how long that's gonna stay.
Yeah, that's legit.
Well,
Subethanoryl, yeah, we fucked, whatever.
Don't look at Aveline,
Indeed.
and she won't look at you.
How about that?
Proud to make some coin.
Oh, I think I'm gonna piss Aveline off. Shit.
Whoops.
Oh well.
Pride usually hasn't been my downfall.
Since you stormed off, I sent
Nobody else can work your magic,
or the goods.
if you know what I mean.
This is this Fenris. I think this is Fenris.
I don't know because you skipped all the dialogue, so I don't know what she was saying.
I'm pretty sure this is Fenris.
I think this is because Fenris doesn't show up until the next section.
That's not true.
I think what happens.
This is Fenris.
No, I think
I'll do it.
I think this quest is you find kids who had stolen supplies, and you can decide to return the supplies or let them keep them. Right?
You are right.
Right. Fenris doesn't happen for a while.
No, he's in here.
Consider it a deal.
And Aveline's gonna be like,
Good.
"Fuck you."
Go to the docks tonight. My boy Price was supposed to meet our buyers from the Carter
Cool,
there.
cool. Man, dramatic camera and then you have to go and try to find out what happened.
Sorry, Aveline. I won't bring you next time.
Aveline, I love you. Idiot.
Do you ever wish you lived in Oslo?
To be fair, that's kind of how I talk to
Breaking the law!
I
Quit your bitching.
I talk like that as if it's a joke, but that's kind of how I talk to Indy, so.
I'm shocked.
Yeah.
Shocked.
I love you, stupid! You're dumb! That's cool, she gives it, she gives it back as much as she takes it, so that's fine.
Gross. I don't need to know that.
I solved your problem.
I'm making finger guns, you guys.
One of the miners told me you
It
rescued
wasn't.
him from dragons.
It was from my end.
In a perfect world it would have been, but it wasn't.
Go there and see the corpses for yourself.
I thought they're extinct.
Dragons aren't extinct, there was just a really big one 10 minutes ago.
You made them extinct
It was
again.
demon possessed and shit, you
It's
fool.
safe. The miners can return to work.
Hubert clearly doesn't read
cleaning up the entrails the
books.
last shift
What's the
left behind.
Kirkwall magazine?
The
or-
news.
What's the Kirkwall newspaper called?
Wonderful.
Do you think? Because it's always the Dodge
Yeah.
City Dana Miner. It's not called that, but
City of Chains. Awesome newspaper. Newspaper of Chains.
the Kirkwall Commoner or the
You will make
You
us
know,
both rich.
whatever
if
the
you can
fuck.
Keep your countrymen safe.
the local Kirkwall Press newspaper. What's it called? Like, comment, and subscribe.
I'll
if
do
you
it
like
for the workers. Please like me, Aveline.
Protection and an advocate.
So, to our first, I will hide. I need you.
I'll see.
Yay!
Woo!
Cancelled out the rivalry.
Got it back.
And Varric can level up.
That's cool, I guess.
Yeah, if you have opinions on the name of Kirkwall's local newspaper, like, comment, and subscribe.
But mostly comment. I don't think subscribing is really gonna.
Yeah, but it doesn't roll off the tongue as well if you just say leave a comment. If you were to write a song about Dragon Age,
Wouldn't.
what would it be called?
Maybe I can buy that back later.
Would it be called The Bone Pit? Would it be called Tingler?
It'd be called Tingler in the Bun Pit.
Write a song about the Tingler right now.
No.
It can be to the tune of Left My Heart in Santa Monica.
Don't you look at my Tingler.
You fucked up the syllables immediately.
Why do the syllables have to match?
Because that's how you do something to the tune of something else. You fool. The stresses have to be exact. Yup. So I'm listening to the, you may have realized, I mean, this episode will be up by the time you guys see it, obviously.
Sure.
But you may have realized in the interim that there have been no episodes for like a month now.
Episode.
And the reason for that is that I am editing the second channel trailer. I wanted to get it done to be able to upload it the same day the first channel trailer went up a year ago, but there's just too much, so that wasn't possible. Because to edit the channel trailer, what I have to do is I have to watch all the episodes so that I can cut out parts to put in the trailer.
She has to.
And that's a lot of episodes to watch. And while I could edit new episodes in the interim, I really just want to get the channel trailer done. So I decided probably that there's just going to be no more episodes for the rest of the year, and then at the beginning of next year I'll just start again. And because the new channel trailer will come out presumably like on the 1st, or, you know, whatever. And then it'll be like, and new episodes. Cool. So, it's just a hiatus. Clearly no one really cares, because I have about 2 subscribers that actually watch stuff that aren't you.
Well, I don't even watch stuff right now.
There you go.
So.
So I have, and the reason I bring this up, other than, you know, sorry in retrospect about the dearth of episodes in case anyone cared, but,
I would have cared if I weren't doing school right now.
I mean, they'd all be Horizon Zero Dawn mostly anyway, so.
I like that one.
That's good. But,
It looks like a fun game.
I slowed myself down because I was listening to Mass Effect to edit it, and I got just too frustrated with myself and, like, deleted the sections that I had put together, and I was like, I'm just not gonna put Mass Effect in the trailer. And then later I was like, well, I remember some stuff that happens later is really funny, so I'll just start from where I left off.
You got frustrated with yourself because you're like, we're not funny!
Well, not even necessarily that, but it's like, it was recorded over a year ago, almost. And even though it hasn't really been that long, I feel like the way that I conduct myself on the Let's Plays has evolved, in that, like, oh man, what is he all upset about? He was like, you got a problem with that? I don't even know what he was talking about. But, like, I'm trying to say retarded less, for example.
Good job.
Just because, like, it's not, at least on camera, anyway, but, I've found that trying to say less on the show has translated to trying to say less in real life, which is fine. Like, that's not bad.
No.
Just because, like, it's not, like, it's not any big sacrifice to not say retarded, and so there's no reason to go out of my way, JonTron, to say it just to antagonize people.
Call out! Sick burn! I'm sure he'll be really upset that you said that.
Yeah, sure. JonTron cares about my
He
opinions.
sure does.
But
no, he doesn't. You're not white.
Oh, right, of course.
Hey!
But, like, and so I was listening to, for example, the Mass Effect videos, and I was like, I would just say a thing and be like, God, why did you say that on camera for everyone to see? But I do think that a lot of funny stuff, yeah, I see camera and see, but it's a microphone and we're listening.
Yeah, no, I know how language works.
But, like, do you? I leaned into the mic even though I didn't say anything when I got closer. But, I like her name. I want to be called Trinkets. It wasn't! You always say that! It's not true! Anyway.
It was
but,
my
like,
nickname in college.
But, like, I do think that it's...
the Trinkets monger!
I think there's enough funny stuff later that, I'm gonna put in, like, I'm still gonna finish Mass Effect, that's what I'm on right now, and I am gonna put in that part of the channel trailer just a note that says, like, the episodes aren't even funny until we leave the Citadel, so if you don't care about the plot, or you already know it, start at episode 15 and continue from there. Because we're really not funny before then, just because we're in the Citadel for 15 episodes.
Morons.
But, well, it's because, you know, Puddin's playing, she doesn't know how to video game, it's not her fault.
Sergeant May release!
Oh, God, I'm so excited for a second. Yeah, she doesn't have super great titties. She has no titties, which, to be fair, is good for armor. Super great titties may really has bad armor. It's like it's bad for you.
Super no titties.
Super no titties, Melinda.
Super no titties, Melinda.
Flies into the sky.
That was not my nickname in high school.
No, it wasn't. Spoop has huge knockers, in case you guys didn't know.
Yeah, just FYI, guys.
Just like, that's why that joke is funny.
Huge.
They're enormous!
Not that big.
Anyway. I do think it's important though for me to leave, like, to not.
talking to me about Not a Step Closer? Is that
the ashes? Oh right, he's giving out fake ashes of Andraste. I didn't buy any, but I'll kill you, sure. Anyway, I do think it's important to, like, I'm not gonna go back and delete any of the, anything, like, any of the episodes where I've said a thing that later, listening to it later, I'm like, why did I say that?
What a
but, like,
moron.
Just because I think, like, whenever somebody does that, like, somebody gets called out on a bad thing they did, and then they basically delete all evidence of it, I think that does a disservice, because
Gross.
It leaves it so that the only sources for what you said are he said, she said.
It also is kind of, like, sketchy.
And, exactly, if it's, like, a video, chances are people will mirror it and be like, so-and-so doesn't want you to see this video, so here it is. Like,
yeah.
And I do think it's important to illustrate that, because I think a lot of the...
Oh, I haven't been here yet.
A lot of the... Yeah, boy! The fucking tree, it's called a V... something. Valenandro? I don't know. Anyway.
Tree without a V. I wish we didn't have this ghetto, says Evelyn.
They're called, like, vendanols? I forget.
V-tree.
It's called the V-tree. Vagina tree. I think that there's a lot of
V-tree.
toxicity in
the alien.
In, like, yes. On the internet, where it's, like, it's implied that if you ever said anything problematic, it's, like, that's reprehensible forever, and you're, like, should be kicked off the internet for it. And I don't think that's necessary. I think it's important to show that, like, yeah, Vendinol. Which I think is what I said.
I think you said V-tree.
Vendinol. V-tree, same thing. I just think it's important to illustrate that, like, it's, you know, people change.
Growth.
And also, despite all the horrible shit maybe around jokes in those episodes, I do feel like there are genuinely funny moments in old episodes. Just to show that, you know, if you used to say retarded and you're trying not to say retarded anymore as much.
She said several times.
That's admirable, and it's important to show your journey. I'm learning too. Anyway, now that that's over.
Thanks again for fucking making the video, deep asshole. Go back to work.
Back to the buttholes.
You coin.
Get off the ground! You don't know where that's been.
Oh, eyes on her face, you lush.
What?
I like them.
1,000 thanks for saving Jansen's worthless
Oh, you're
hide.
welcome.
How are you even looking at my titties in this armor?
Right? It's not like I'm SGT Maple
My eggplant supplied bastards in South Reach.
I didn't have my armor specifically crafted to show off my super great titties. Two characters that I really want to see from Awakening in Dragon Age 4. Mervis Beppis and super great titties may release.
Yeah, that'd be great. I'm sure people remember.
I wonder if Mervis has his own page on the Dragon Age wiki.
Mervis Beppis.
If so, I'm gonna vandalize it so his last name is Beppis.
Good call.
Let's find out.
Shuffle off to the mine. Let me finish those pints for you.
Come back to that blight taking hole. What if there's more dragons later?
.com.
Or something worse.
Oh my god,
like,
foreshadowing.
Bigger dragons.
Bigger dragons, never. Search. Mervis. Boom.
What can we do? That bastard.
He does have his own page. Look at how handsome he is.
I love him.
Me too.
What if I give you money?
Mervis is a member of the Merchants Guild in the city of Amaranthine that requested the Warden Commander's aid when merchants' caravans were being attacked. I don't actually have time to vandalize Dragon Age Wikia pages. I don't. Because you'd have to make a fandom account to edit those pages.
You can't just go in and...
No, you have to make an account to edit those pages. But if one of you wanted to vandalize it so it says Beppis, that'd be great.
Let's make it Beppis. Nobody follows the law anymore. Oh, I thought that was Adeline.
Whoops.
Just some asshole.
Just some random redheaded dude. So, it looks like you sell a lot here.
Yeah. A lot of stuff.
Maybe he does, and it's just all sold out. It was so good that everyone bought it. Doubt it, though.
Okay.
I sell 2 Templar shields.
Neat. This is where Donick died. I mean, didn't die.
Where we all witnessed an embarrassing moment between the two of them.
husband?
I have children to feed. Cool, you didn't ask me for money, so that's just useless information.
Great.
Yeah, file that under shit that doesn't matter, apparently.
I don't need to know.
Hey, Super No Titties
Thieves
Melindra!
are gone, guardsman.
Melindra.
I thought it was
Did you say
Melinda the
something?
first time, but... Oh, she's
I didn't
cute.
hear you. And
Yeah,
you
no
clumsy
titties, though.
me. I seem to have dropped a coin
What,
purse.
you
Oh,
like
she's
that?
so clumsy.
You like that redhead with the dead eyes and the no titties? What?
What are you saying about Indy? Her eyes are beautiful despite the fact that they're tiny.
Despite the fact that, I thought you were gonna say despite the fact that she has no titties. I honestly,
Indy's eyes are beautiful despite the fact that she has no tits.
I honestly cannot think of what size her breasts are.
That's probably good, right?
I guess I haven't been staring at her titties enough.
I would say that's a good thing as her girlfriend. I stare at them enough for the both of us.
I just feel like that's something I usually notice about people.
Interesting. Teeth are what I noticed, which is interesting because you're the one in the dental program.
I mean, I definitely noticed teeth.
But
Like,
now
maybe that's it. Maybe now I've not.
you've shifted onto
I've
the teeth.
shifted.
Yeah, teeth
I've
are always the
shifted from
first
kitty
thing.
to teeth.
Teeth are always the first thing I see in a
Teeth
person.
to teeth.
Teeth to teeth.
Teeth to teeth.
It's an
Toe to tip.
interesting. Teeth to teeth. That's Bart.
Oh god, what did I say earlier?
From
It
the
was
oral cavity to the anus.
the anus.
That's a
what-
Bart.
That's a part. God, I wish I remembered the context of that at all.
It was something in one of your
From the
medical
oral
books.
It was.
Yeah.
I know that. From the oral cavity to the anus.
Maybe it was just talking about, like,
That's a part.
you know, the digestive tract.
It was talking about.
Like when two people kiss, they make a butthole to butthole.
It was talking
Connection.
about what a part is.
Yeah. Your medical book's
My
discussing.
medical book was like, have you guys seen the McElroy stuff? It's really funny.
Correct. But you snorted.
Yes, I did.
Get out of my house. Right after you turn in Eustace's pommel.
Oh, after? Okay.
Yeah, she needs it first. If you got a Dragon Age tattoo, what would it be?
My hands are sweaty.
I was like, yeah, she's like caressing she's like kneading the bed.
I'm rubbing my sweat off.
That's fine, I don't sleep over there anyway.
I just like rub your pillows.
No, my face goes
Hand
there.
sweat. Enjoy.
No, my face goes there. Anyway, if you got a Dragon Age tattoo, can I help you?
No.
Okay.
No, you can't. I have not been sleeping great.
What?
Partially because I
You-
pulled almost an all-nighter.
Yeah, but at least you did the whatever it was you were doing.
That is true. I agree
Your
with
lesson
that
plans, right?
sentiment.
Your lesson plans.
There's no place I'd rather be.
Not much room in the barracks, but there's nowhere I'd rather be.
Nowhere.
Ah, you fucked it up.
I'm sorry.
Hey, Johnny.
Hey, Donna.
Hey, Eustace. Guardsman Eustace, where's your shit?
Where's your outfit?
Where's your armor?
She's like, I'm on
Off
duty!
the clock. Let me live. Jesus.
What is wrong with you people?
Aveline would look really good in a smart suit, but I would actually be interested, like, to see her buff
I trust
ass
you were well
torso.
Excuse me, I was talking to him,
In a
not
dress.
you, Aveline.
It will be grand having you over
Right?
here.
I like buff women in dresses. I'm down with that aesthetic. She looked fucking sweet in a suit, though.
Captain.
Thank you, Donick. It will be grand indeed.
Much like our boning later. Bye.
Bye! Hawk says that. Hawk's like behind them, like winking, like the Jeff Goldblum
Right,
and
yeah, where they're
Ragnarok
he's just
wink,
blinking.
yeah.
Yeah.
He does actually. I've been studying that GIF where it zooms in because it's honestly the comments on that are the funniest goddamn thing. But so I was studying it, and he does one eye does close a little more.
Yeah.
The first time, the second
Right.
time he's
Just blinking. Anyway, so if you got a Dragon Age tattoo,
Jeff Goldblum.
he's not in Dragon Age. He'd be a fucking sweet character, though.
Yeah.
He'd do the mocap and everything. It'd be great.
I don't know. I've thought about this before.
Yeah?
Of course. And you know, there's always this logo.
Right. And it is cool. It's like,
A really cool, like,
it's symmetric, which I'm really into.
the sort of, like, no lines stylized they have in the loading screens in this particular game version of Flemeth, I think would be a pretty sweet tattoo.
I agree.
Or maybe these weird birds.
How about those?
How
On the
about these?
facing inward, one on each shoulder blade.
Right? Looking at my star.
Looking at your David Bowie star.
Yeah.
Judy. Nya, 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 nya.
Ooh.
I'm gonna get the loading circle. And I wanted to say loading next to it.
Dragon Age loading. I've heard that joke about this game before, but that was before Inquisition came out, obviously.
Yeah. Thor has a Dragon Age tattoo. It's the only tattoo he has. And it was actually very well done. It looks like blood.
Since we were talking about Thor earlier, I was thinking Chris Hemsworth, and I was really fucking
Chris
confused.
Hemsworth has a Dragon Age tattoo?
I was like,
yeah,
cool.
what are you looking for?
This was gonna look something up during loading.
Well, you waited too long. The loading screen ended. That's a Thenryl's whelp. Kill him. I thought they were talking about you at first.
Excuse me, don't call me a whelp.
Yeah.
I'm
older than that. Whelps
That's super great titties hot to
Whelps
you.
are babies. I inherited the title from Maverly's. Yeah, is Super Great Titties a title or a
Kid, you're not.
Yeah, they said kill him and they're not like attacking him at all. Oh, he's dead for sure.
Let me just knife through him.
You kill the person through him.
It's fine. It's fine. I don't know what happened. He's gone.
He's disappeared. That archer did not really seem to. She was like, I'll just really slowly, I'll draw the bowstring back, and
I thought them coterie men had me for sure.
You're too young for this.
I guess the whole thing was a trap. There were no
You have a really
walls
deep
when I
voice
went
for a
to make the
4-year-old.
trade. Just coterie waiting to. They got the rest of the boys. I ran. I was hoping they wouldn't
What's a
find me here,
coterie?
but they did.
Sure.
Is that Athenril's rival criminal?
What?
More like she's their rival.
And he's like, didn't
A
you
small
work
one at
for
that.
her for like
Are you
a
stupid?
year?
Or
And they
you could just
got
ask it
competition.
over and over. Yeah, but what is it though? Like in a you could be like, I knew that in like a metaphysical
But, like,
sense though.
One of them
Who
big horned
are
dogs.
they?
It's just me and my sisters now.
That's a weird angle.
Angle,
Working
yeah.
for a Thenril's the only way to feed the girls.
Later, nerd.
Considering I also had a family member
Why not
cleft
take
in
what
twain
Athenril
by
gave you and
an
start
ogre,
fresh
that's fair.
somewhere outside of Kirkwall.
Don't touch me though, I've got a little blood on
What
me.
do you mean?
My
There's a lot
hairlines
of
are
farmland in
fucking
the free
sharp.
marches. Surely
I
there's
got a
some
good
You have a good
barber.
barber, I was about
Yeah.
to say.
honest work.
My
Knows how to work
father
black
was a
hair.
farmer. Before the Darkspawn got him.
Would you?
I'd rather do
I
that than
would way rather be a
work for
smuggler
a
than a
Thenril.
farmer.
Yeah.
Farming seems hard.
And boring.
I'm a
Fine, go live a drag of a life. What a pussy. Don't want to stab people for a living. Ugh. Your neck seam popped
I'll
out!
get my
Ah!
Please, make sure she doesn't come after us.
Here's a freeze frame of it. It looked really creepy, you guys. Anyway.
Oh shit.
Friendship!
That's why I did it.
I love you guys. Thanks for the shit. Well,
Bye.
it's like Smart House up in here. Thanks, Pam. What was her name? Pam? Pat?
I don't know.
The name of the house in Smart House?
Thanks for the Smart House reference.
I'm gonna Google what was the name of the house in Smart House. And they're gonna be like, smart, you idiot.
We'll have the answer for you.
House, comma, smart.
Goodbye.
What was the... Okay, I'm just gonna, while I'm typing this, I'm gonna read off what Google suggests. So I type in, what? The top 3 results are, what is Bitcoin? What time is it? What is my IP?
Ooh. Panty shot from the water.
I type in is,
I can't see my panties.
and it changes the last question to what is DACA.
Because I ain't got no
I type in
panties
what is
on.
the, and it says what is the capital of Israel? Probably because most people didn't know it wasn't Jerusalem at the time. It's Tel
I was
Aviv
gonna
officially.
Say, I was gonna say maybe they're confused what it is now.
Yeah, it's always been Jerusalem, but politically it's Tel Aviv. Well, it was. Don't know right now. It's assuming we haven't all been destroyed
Why don't you
in the
Google it and
strife.
find out? Am I right?
What is the weather and what is the dark web?
What is the dark web?
What is the? I type in what is the name. It says what is the name of this song is the only result. What is the name of
What is the name of the
the
song?
national anthem? What is the name of the
Oh my God.
clown in it? The answer is
Stop.
Pennywise.
Stop.
What is the name of the house?
In Smart House. Auto finish.
The 3 results are of representatives, Elf and Harry Potter, and on Sacred
What is the name of the House of Representatives?
It's called the House of
It's the House of
Representatives.
Representatives.
In...
Jim.
Hey!
Smart House.
I'm gonna screen cap this!
Have I mentioned that I hate this part of town?
Second option from the bottom.
I'd
It's
rather go to the Merchant's Guild.
What is the name of the house in Smart House? See?
I see.
Boom. I'm not the only person with this question.
No, of course not. I'm not even surprised. Man, we're getting pretty kick-ass. slash I'm on.
Why is Frosty the Snowman in my head all of a sudden?
Not sure.
Pat.
Pat. You were just thinking that the final Pam is so cool.
Well, it's because in Fallout 4 there's a robot character named Pam. Which is P.A.M. because it's a robot. And I just
Not the
it
final
just,
Pam.
it
In
just reminds me of when they're
Fallout 4.
like, not much of a negotiation with PAMs on the scene. So, yeah, I think I said Pat. I think that was one of the names I said.
I have no idea. Can't get in the disused passage. I should get in that disused passage. See what stuff's in there. I love collecting loot. I think part of it is, in the first part of this game, it's so important that you collect all the loot.
Yee.
Whew.
That was good.
I can do that really regularly at this point with this hand.
Good. How does that feel?
Feels good, but it's probably not good.
It doesn't actually do anything. It doesn't give you arthritis, that's a myth.
Well, I know that, but it's not, like, good that your bones are, like...
Oh, well, whatever.
My joints are fucked up! It's like, come on, joints. Get your shit together. Oh, hey, what are you... What's a wizard doing down here? Bizarre. I can't... Fine. I'm probably playing on too easy of a level, but I'm not gonna stop.
You can put it up, I mean...
Nope.
You've beaten this game on the hardest level, I think. Hardest difficulty.
Yes, I have.
So.
It's the only video game I'll get at. I guess I could do that. Let's fucking do it!
Put it up a level.
That way, when we get to the air shock, I can still put it down to very easy, and I'll be like, boom!
Yeah, fuck you. You are like a little baby!
What's your favorite version of that meme?
Oh, jeez.
Whoa.
I don't know. I really don't. Can't say I've ever
Huh!
Can't say I've ever thought about it.
And then if I start dying, I'll just put it back down and it'll be fine.
There you go.
Bitch. Haha.
Bitch,
I
haha.
like that they had to, like, render this room.
Let me go back there, Ruh.
Hey, a corpse! Hey, this belt is cool! Hey, this corpse has a cool belt!
Hey, let me just rip that
Fuck.
off right here. And everyone's like, you're not gonna put, and you're like actively putting it on your body.
And Varric is like explicitly describing this to Cassandra. She's like, why?
Is this really important?
And you're like, you have to know. Like, I need you to understand. She picked up so many pairs of torn trousers.
Just like
Why?
Just like so many pairs.
Ooh, who stepped on that? I guess I could. Hey, you guys, stop falling into that fire. Oh, hey, dude.
I like how to disarm it, you still just push it down. Like, shouldn't that trigger it? If you
Oh,
push it down
dead.
with your
I did not
Jesus.
notice that.
If you push it down with your hands, it's different than pushing it down with your feet. It doesn't go off. Somebody in the back's having a. Oh, he's done having a party. Okay.
Yeah, it's mage.
It's a shield. I know that.
I don't know what you know.
What a rude asshole.
Look at your dagger. Hi.
Can I just kill
Bash
you?
with
Is
the
that
shield.
cool?
Whoa! Did you
Whoa!
see that?
Go Aveline!
I love her.
Woman after my own goddamn heart.
Fucker go.
He's still there.
Sometimes if they disappear for long enough, your dead character will like be like, hey,
Yep, because
what's
battle's
up?
over.
Fly! Oh. There's
Whoops.
a pole in the way. Oh, come on, motherfucker.
Come on, buddy. Don't be such a fucking baby. Hup, there you go. And he's dead. Coterie Alchemist.
I guess. Thanks for the stuff.
Gulp!
Gulp. Oh, hey Bonnie Lynn. What's up? Bonnie Lim, excuse me.
You all right?
Want the best? Take it from the worst.
Okay.
I don't...
Like you.
That's... okay.
Always willing
It's
to
not what
give
I
a
asked,
discount
but...
to the people who saved my skin.
Thank you.
I like a sales pitch.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Like, he says that to everyone. He's like, you know, in Valroyo at the wards, just like selling a shit, and he's like, I'm always willing to give a discount to those who save my skin. And they're like, I don't... Okay. Sure.
What do you have?
He has Thudpucker's fist! Holy shit!
Gross. How good is it? Pretty good.
Good enough to fist with.
I don't buy things in this game.
Correct.
Except for special, like, items.
Well, yeah.
Backpacks and stuff. Anything in this tiny room.
Yes.
Some remains.
Half-Braid Silsum's remains.
I'm taking them. They're mine
They're
now.
mine now. I found your husband. This is the second time this has happened.
Well.
The first time it's happened to Hawk.
Yeah, not to Hawk.
At least that guy hadn't hanged himself. Don't take the...
You know, though, it does seem in character for Hawk in a way that it doesn't necessarily.
For the warden? Yeah. Agree.
Purple
Hawk. Taking Luton to a hole.
Yeah. Huntress.
You were looking for your husband. Well, thunk.
Found him!
He's dead, but...
Oh my god.
You know, here's his remains, at least.
I just really
wanted,
like the idea of nobles having to deal with Hawk when I think about shit like that.
Absolutely agreed. 1000%.
They're like, oh... Okay.
Thank you. Don't ask Hawk to do the thing, because she'll follow the letter of the law.
She'll do the thing. Oh, she'll do the thing.